Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
Hello, everybody. You made it to Friday, and I have a message from my sponsors over at Robert Gibb and Sons. Hey, you know what? It's almost air conditioning season. It's time to get that thing cleaned and inspected by professionals. Robert Gibb and Sons can keep you, well, making sure that things are ready to go for the summer season. Ensure your comfort in the heat. The air conditioning system, clean and check, only $135 for a limited time. Book by June 30th. And your cool haven awaits. All right, let's talk about our weather. We have a lot to talk about. First and foremost, the rain that moved through. And hi, Nathan. Good to have you on board. It's good to have you on board as well. Do me a favor. Share with your friends that this update is going on now. Make sure that they see it, because this weekend is going to bring some beauty, but there could be some beast involved as well. Severe weather appears likely for some areas as we go through the second half of our weekend on Sunday. So the bottom line, and right off the top, I want you to know this. If storms form in your area on Sunday, all of the ingredients are there for all modes of severe weather. We're talking damaging hail over 1 inch in diameter, wind gusts, straight line winds of 70 miles per hour or even more. And the spin will be there in the atmosphere. And yes, we could see the potential for tornadoes. More rain is in the forecast, locally heavy, so flooding is sometimes, particularly with the wet soil, a concern with all severe thunderstorms because they can produce so much rain quickly. So have your action plan ready. Just know that you need to stay informed of what's going on with Mother Nature on Sunday. Let's get you to the latest, and we're going to start with a look at where that risk is the greatest with regards to severe weather on Sunday. It's the highlight. Notice the yellow area. This is a level 2 on a 5-level scale. So it doesn't mean we're expecting a severe weather outbreak. It does not mean we're expecting huge monster tornadoes. What this means is the ingredients are here in the yellow area, and this area could shift a bit. I will keep you apprised of this. Fargo, Grand Forks currently in this. Sioux Falls currently in this. I am thinking it may shift a little farther north, and I'm thinking it may shift a little farther to the east as well. But keep this in mind. This area here will have that risk for all the modes of severe weather I talked about. Large hail, gusty straight line winds, flooding rains, and even some tornadoes. We're going to talk a little bit about this system here, but first let's take a look and wrap up the rain showers we got yesterday. It was another soggy soaker. Check this out. The rain showers out in the western part of the Dakotas, generally around 1/3 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of rain. We can zoom you in out there. Taking you through the central part of the state, this was the driest up north. Maddox, 6 100ths there. Minot, only 4 100ths there. Check out up near Walhalla, 0.01 inches of precipitous precipitation for you. And then as we look into northwest Minnesota, it really picked up 71 100ths right here. This is not far from you in Cavalier through the hills and the beautiful country of Highway 5. And then for most of Roseau County, a good 1/2 inch of rain almost picked up there. 48 100ths down there in western Polk County as well. Grand Forks, 34 100ths for you. And zooming down along the Highway 200 corridor, that's right here for those of you unfamiliar with it, 15 100ths to around 1/3 of an inch of rain in that area. Look at Fargo Moorhead. We picked up a gully washer. Hutch emptied right at 1/2 of an inch out of my gauge. But out at the airport there, many of those storms yesterday, by the way, and the heavier showers of rain passed through West Fargo and North Fargo. 85 100ths out on the north side of town. South side of town out here in the Moorhead area, about 0.8 of an inch of rain. Fergus Falls, 0.99. That's as close to 1 inch as you can get on that 100th scale, right? And much of Otter Tail County picking up right at an inch in the southern 1/2. Perham, you had 64 100ths in your area. So that's a wrap up of what happened yesterday. We're going to get a break. It's a break today, right? Get the yard work done. And here's what we have going on. Let's take a look at the storm potential that's coming in on Sunday. To do that, we're going to pop up a model here. Pardon me, while I switch things around just a little bit to show you the very latest. Okay. I'm going to pull up a model that goes out far enough here. That would be this one. Let's see, make sure. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom into our neck of the woods. And here we go. Now, this is an American model. This one here is a model that will allow us to see the progression of the showers and storms as they work their way through. So I'm going to sneak over in the corner so you can see most of the region. Now, we're going to get through Saturday mostly unscathed. For those of you that have graduations going on, Saturday looks delightful. If you have a party on Sunday, you want to keep your eyes on the skies. Saturday, this is the midday hour. Look at this, nothing across the region. Then I can't rule out a renegade shower or thunder shower in the afternoon in the heat of the day. It looks beautiful though, and the best chance of that will be down to the south, and that's the way your Saturday is shaping up as we head into Sunday morning. Here you go. Boom. Spotty showers and storms. See this big area of low pressure? Here's the setup. South winds on this side will transport moist air our way. Now, as we go on the back side of this system, we'll have a northwesterly flow. So if you're in a northerly wind throughout the day out in the western Dakotas, not much of a risk of severe weather. It's this southerly draw of moist air that fuels thunderstorms for their severity. So the morning showers that you see here will be taking place as we go through Sunday, and then in the afternoon, here we go. As it moves into the eastern half of North Dakota, notice that there's this low up here in the north. That's why I think we could see a little bit of a northerly shift. Anywhere along this area here could certainly see a chance for some strong, maybe severe storms, even in the northern valley. So keep in mind, anybody in the eastern third of North Dakota into western Minnesota has a great chance at seeing a few strong storms. These will persist as we go into the late evening hours. Now you're looking at 10 o'clock at night and they're still rolling through. You may get through your plans in some of the southern valley before the day ends, and then heading into the nighttime hours, it becomes more of a wind event. So the greatest risk for the spin and the shear and the possibility for tornadoes and very large hail will be as these storms fire off in the afternoon hours. So stick with Hutch. I'll keep you up to date on the latest. This is a look at the progression. You're going to have locally heavy rain once again. Folks, I know, trying to get caught up with yard work around here at the Johnson household. I need a few more goats out there. Hello, Julia. Good to have all of you on board. Stephanie, thank you very much for sharing the word here. I want everybody to know that this weekend could bring that risk of strong to severe storms. Now let's summarize your forecast for Saturday morning as you rise and shine. Tomorrow is the first day of meteorological summer. It's the entire month of June, July, and August. That's meteorologically when we have our warm season here. Okay, so even though your calendar says June 21st, that's true astronomically. That's when the direct rays of the sun are as far north in the northern hemisphere as they will ever get. And it's also the day with the most or the longest hours of sunlight. 5-mile-per-hour winds, a beautiful start to the day. Most of us near that 50-degree mark. Whoop! Look at this, closer to 55 out to the east. Now, check this out as we head into your afternoon. Well, let's go through the morning forecast. I forgot I got this prepared for you. 50 degrees, average of 51, a beautiful day. 9:14, your time of setting sun. Elizabeth says, have a good weekend. Thanks, you too, Elizabeth. Thank you so very much. Thanks for tuning in. Now, here's your forecast for the afternoon. Most of us in the 70s, mid 70s here. Saturday delightful. I've got mostly stupendous for you and for you and for you. All of us enjoying beautiful conditions down in the Twin Cities. We're talking upper 70s there. Now, the wind does pick up as we head into your Sunday. Keep that in mind. Here is a snapshot of Saturday, though. 75, right on the money for average. Look at the records, 97 degrees. A super duper day. 1 or 2 thunder showers, not out of the question, but mostly awesome. And again, wind that won't be too pesky out there at all. Here's a peek at Sunday. South winds really heating it up near Pierce, South Dakota. We're talking mid 80s there. Southwest winds up to 30 miles per hour will fuel those thunderstorms. And again, the best chance of strong to severe storms, Grand Forks, straight south through Fargo-Moorhead, and off to the east into Minnesota as we go into the late evening hours. And again, that is where that risk is the greatest. Here's what it looks like once again. If you missed this, I'll pop this baby back up here for you. This is where the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted the areas of yellow have the greatest chance at seeing several strong to severe thunderstorms. The green area here doesn't mean go. It doesn't mean easy. It means a marginal risk of severe weather. It's a level 1 on a 5-level scale. That means our storms are going to have enough energy to flirt with severe levels. So we'll have a couple of storms flirting with severe levels in the green areas. And in the yellow area, that's where the best chance is right now. This could change. I'll keep you updated there. Love not having the wind myself, Lisa. Indeed, that's a great observation. Now let's take a look at your 7-day planner. But first, here's a look at a snapshot of what the forecast may be looking like in our area. As we go through our Sunday afternoon, June 2nd, storms firing in the central Dakotas will shift eastward throughout the day. It's when they fire in the afternoon, well, they'll have the most energy available. As we go into the nighttime hours, gusty straight line winds and very heavy rain rain will become the main threat, maybe even some hail, because if these south winds are here all night, fueling the thunderstorms all night, they could last all night. But right now, the indication is not as much. All right, now let's take a look at your 7-day planner brought to you by my friends at Precision Lawn and Landscape. Hey, if you need that lawn tip-top shape, call my friends at Precision Lawn and Landscape, and they have Hutch's discount. Ask them for the details, but essentially, new customers that need lawn maintenance work done get 10% off. If you have a bigger job in mind, give them a call. They're professionals at landscaping, and they'll have you looking great. 5% off on new projects with that. Check out your summer special here as we begin the month of summer here, the first month of summer, June 1st. Meteorological summer begins. A nice day. Thunderstorms, as we talked about Sunday, could be severe. Pay attention to weather no matter where you are if storms form. A bit cooler as we go into Monday, but we warm it back up on Tuesday with another round of thunder showers possible. And this storm system coming through on Tuesday looks like a slow roller, folks, and it's going to bring north winds for the better part of the remainder of next week. And that's a cooler flow. Therefore, cooler temperatures, says Hutch. Some models have us in the 50s, but I'm going to temper that just a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. It's Friday. It's beautiful. Get out there, catch up on your lawn work. I did an oil change already. I snipped some weeds out there. I pulled them suckers right out of the ground. Hope you have fun. Thanks for watching. Keep Hutch's weather in mind this weekend. I'm always on top of it, or I try my very goodest, and we'll keep you apprised of the changes in your forecast. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. You're watching Hutch's Weather. Stay tuned for some exciting announcements with Hutch's Weather in the upcoming weeks ahead. Thanks so much.